Alright, hello everybody. This video is a review of all the battle skills as far as the level 130 cap. So these first 6 skills right here, you unlock at a pretty early level. I don't know which level, but I'm pretty sure you get them right away. Then these next 3 you get soon after. These next 3 over here you unlock at level 120. Then these 3 right here at level 180. So, of course, being that the level cap is 130, I can't review these 3, but however, once the level 180 cap is out, I will try to make a video of these as soon as I can, so there will be a link in the description for that video as soon as I make it. Anyways, on to the first skill, Magic Up. Basically, this increases your magic attack by your level divided by 4. If it's at level 10, of course if it's at level 1, it's your level divided by 40. So it's really not valuable unless it's at level 10 and you have a high level character. And as a matter of fact, I would recommend that you get Magic Mastery underneath your main skill tree if you're using magic damage, because that gives you a much stronger boost. And as a matter of fact, Martial Mastery underneath the Martial skills tree also increases your magic attack. Over here, Attack Up does the exact same thing, but it's for physical damage. Although it's also the same thing with this one. You should go get your Weapon Mastery skill first, because that will give you a much stronger boost, but nonetheless they are still pretty good. Over here, Defense Up. Now the Defense Up, I would recommend that if you have a shield, that you get Force Shield and Magical Shield first, because they give you a much stronger boost. But if you have like light armor equipped, this would probably be a lot better for you. And of course, obviously, if you have light armor equipped, you probably don't have a shield equipped either, but either way, it's a pretty good defense boost. And over here, Concentrate. Basically, for every level you spend on this skill, or well, by default, and at all levels, it's 10% of, you have 10% a chance for this skill to activate, and basically when it does, it boosts the damage of your skill by 2% per level. Of course, that totals up to 20%. But however, keep in mind that it is not as great as it seems, because it doesn't work for is-place skills. Now basically, is-place skills are skills that, instead of directly attacking the target, instead they create some sort of like a thing, an entity or whatever, that attacks from a specific point. These skills are things like Wall, Storm, Lances, and Arrows. So, being that those are pretty high damaging skills underneath the magic skill tree, I wouldn't recommend getting this skill. Then over here, Whack does the same thing, but for physical skills. I also wouldn't really recommend this one either, because, like I said, it doesn't work for is-place skills, but I would still recommend it more than this one, because there are more physical skills that aren't is-place skills than there are magical ones. Then over here, Dodge Up. It increases your dodge by 1 per level. That's a total of 10 at level 10. I wouldn't recommend this skill at all. It is a terrible skill. Do not get it. Over here, Desperate Resist. Basically, for every level you spend on this skill, basically when you are flinched, tumbled, or stunned, it will decrease the damage you take by 1%. Of course, that totals up to 10% at level 10. Wouldn't recommend it a whole lot, but if you're trying to make a super tank, maybe. Just maybe. But of course, you won't really use it a whole lot. And of course, with Flinch doesn't really last long enough for you to take a significant amount of damage. But anyways, you decide for yourself. Over here, Critical Up. Basically, it raises your critical rate and your critical damage by, I think it's like 0.5 each level, and that totals up to 5% crit rate. Not 5% crit rate, but just plus 5 crit rate and plus 5% critical damage at level 10. I would recommend this a lot for crit builds, which of course most people do, because plus 5% damage is pretty nice. And of course, if you're lacking in crit rate, that would also help out a lot too. Of course, Accuracy Up over here increases your hit rate by 1 per level, totaling up to 10. This one is also a terrible skill, just like this one. Don't get it. Over here, Increased Energy, Intimidating Power, and Defense Mastery basically do the exact same thing that these ones over here do. So of course, I wouldn't recommend getting these right away when you start a build, but you might want to get them eventually because they are also still a pretty good boost. Anyways, that is it for all the battle skills. I will see you in my next video.